Yeah, so for some reason, his mic is not working. Can you kill that track, though? Or whatever's playing. Yeah, so keep talking. Check.
There, test. Hello. Hello out there. How's it going? Here we are for another live stream coming you directly from Atascadero, California, in the Central Coast, one of the most beautiful places in the country. Okay, so Wes is, as you can see, working the technical aspect of this show. Look at, he's still got hair. He's been pulling it out all morning. But thank you, Wes. And then we got Gail working the message board. We got a wonderful show lined up for you today. Woohoo!
Want to talk quickly about Pent Up House?
You know, I do. As a matter of fact, let's go. And Pent Up House is, I forget who wrote it. It is a totally Test 1, 2. Pent Up House is a tune, and if we go to the library here, if you want to go to the pad, you can see, look at all these. Here's a tune on Pent Up House, a wonderful tune that you should know. You should know that tune. Okay, so if you're a library member, go on over there and learn that tune. If you're not a library member, become one. It's only $19 a month now. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. We're blowing it out. We're just blowing them out. Whew. That and furniture, right? And come on down to Lou's. We got bar stool. You want to go to the... There, now it's working. Anyway, so what do we got going on? Well, here's what we got going on today, okay? We're going to play Name That Tune. And just like Pin Up House is one of those songs that everybody should know. You know, a bebopper should know that tune. And I'm going to play Name That Tune by playing a chord progression, or I might solo over the chord progression, but I'm going to use the tracks. And the first one that gets what song it is just based off the chord progression, and the chord progressions are noted. In other words, they're common chord progressions for standards that you should know. Okay, the first person that gets it can get an extra cookie from the kitchen. Go ahead and go get an extra cookie from the kitchen this morning, and don't even have to eat breakfast. So we're going to have a little fun playing Name That Tune. Also, we got pages from a book, and this went over really well. It was showing some Joe Pass licks, and so we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to play one chorus, and by the way, the PDF is there, so download the PDF. It's in the links. And I'm going to show you one chorus of Joe's playing a B-flat blues, and I think it's going to be eye-opening. So you want to stick around for that. Next, after that, we've got a jazz chord lick, and I call them jazz chord or chord licks because they're things that you can go do for, you know, either minor, major, or dominant. Licks that I've learned to play over the years, and then I end up incorporating them in many things that I do. And so this is going to be over an altered dominant moving to a one chord. So you're going to like that. That's going to be nice.
Awesome. And then also coming up today, we got...
Here, why don't you put it on your camera? There you go.
Yeah, I got my multiple switchers back here. Not just one, but two now. So, yeah, guitar news coming up. G&L, are they closing?
What?
Yeah.
No way. Wow.
It's potential. I don't know. That's the rumor by their latest action, and we got some insight into like what's going on in their company, and just I mean, obviously the name of the game, tariffs and the economy, blah blah blah, but there's some other inner workings of G&L that like you probably don't know.
Interesting.
Including how much more they push their overseas stock compared to their USA stock. So
I know, and it's their USA stuff that's so nice.
Yeah. Anyway, and then we will also check out this Van Gogh pedal board here. They sent me this, and I did a little review on it. It's pretty sweet. I definitely like it and recommend it. So if you guys stick around, that's coming up a little bit later. And if you guys don't know, we are here every single Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. If you don't already subscribe to the channel, please do, because we need your support, and then you'll get notifications for when we go live. And then we're also posting a lot of videos as well throughout the week, and including shorts. We're going to be adding a lot more shorts to the mix. And as always, ask your questions in the chat. We encourage you to ask any questions that you might have about guitar, about jazz, anything you're working on, thinking about buying a guitar, What about it? Amps, anything. So yeah, don't be shy, and yeah, let's see who's here today.
You will not laugh. You will not cry. You will learn by the numbers. I will teach you. Sound off like you got a pair. Sir, yes, sir. Here you are all equally worthless.
That's right, you are all equally worthless here, and that includes you, Tom, from Connecticut. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you.
Boy,
No, just kidding. You guys are all great. Let's see who's here. Dalibor
wow.
Pankovic.
Wow.
He's in Holland. How's it going, Dalibor? Good to see you. And then Renee's over in the Netherlands. What's up, Renee? Mike Brandenberger is he's a Dallas guy. Mike Murray, what's going on, Mike? How's it going? Bill DeRoca, Shooby Dooby Doo from Vegas. He said.
Bill, what's happening?
Jerry Boyton down in Longmont, Colorado. Hey, Jerry. Justin Hers down in LA. Hey, Justin, what's up, buddy? Gordon in the UK. How's it going? Big Steve in Olympia. Oh, just took a big jump for me. Wisconsin, that's Rob. Rob Ketterer, how's it going? Clay.
Sunny, Wisconsin.
Clay is saying hey. Bluesbone 07, what's up, Clay? Don Spain in Kansas.
Don.
He says, dang, I don't have any cookies. Too bad. You can still play Name That Tune, though. You're still eligible.
Well, yep, go ahead and you can get a shot of whiskey.
There you go. Uh-oh. Don's smart. He's going to... That might mean 7 shots of whiskey for you, Don, this morning if you get them all right. Let's see. Jimbo 1952 says, good day to all. Digab music in Italy. How's it going?
Wow, hey.
Let's see. David Bronson down in Florida. What's up, David? How's it going? And a few other people will be popping in here shortly, I am sure.
Okay. Wow. Question of the day. Is jazz dying? How has the jazz scene faded in the last 30 to 50 years? Any comments about that? Well, I would like to comment.
Let's start it off with what you've seen.
Okay. Well, there was a time when, number one, a club gig, you could have a club gig and you could play that gig 5 nights a week. And I remember seeing an Oregon trio down in Covina. They played 5 nights a week, and they were playing jazz. They were playing pop things too, but jazz was in the mix. It was in the mix. Several groups would play jazz. It was, if you went to not only just the big clubs, Dante's, the Lighthouse, those kind of things, but even the Holiday Inn, places like that, you would go there and you would hear a band that would play some jazz. A lot of times they'll play the first set jazz, or first couple of sets, and then they'd break out the pop tunes and stuff. That's long gone. Long gone. Number one, the bar scene is, what is it nowadays? Disco, that.
Classic rock too. God, every cover band in our area plays
classic rock.
Mustang Sally, AC/DC, Black and Black. It's just oh god.
Oh yeah, Doobie Brothers.
Right.
All that stuff, which is fine, wonderful, but it's not jazz. What is keeping jazz alive? And I tell you, it's the colleges, and it has been that way for a long time. When you think about teaching pop music, you learn the tunes and you learn to analyze the song, and that's good. And then you can start creating your own, but when we're talking about pop records, when it comes to playing pop music, generally you play the parts. It's no different than playing a classical piece. Jazz is different. Jazz doesn't do that, We don't play the exact part Freddie Green played, or we might play the head of a Wes Montgomery song, but we generally don't play a solo. We'll play the head, interpret it our own way, or any jazz standard. You play it your own way, and then you improvise, and the chords are being played differently every time you do it. So that kind of stuff is being taught in colleges, and so that keeps it going. Now, for me, I see it at some of the places, wineries. Some places might play some jazz. Uh, every once in a while, you're lucky to get a gig once a month over here at this place, or over here once a month we're going to have you in. And it's like, really? I don't know how you can really, you really got to be a marketer to get enough gigs to really hone your chops. I mean, it's rough. Whereas, like I said, back in the day, you could actually get a gig and play 5, 4, 3, 6 nights a week, at the same place without schlepping your crap all over the place.
I saw an ad on Facebook the other day. I get bombarded by like musicians, like how to get the gig. Buy this little course. It's like
Oh,
$7 or
right?
And the one I saw yesterday was interesting because it was like screw trying to get gigs at the bars. Like they were gonna just keep calling the same people they always call. The real money is in private parties.
Of course, yeah.
And then they'd give you this thing of how to just put up this thing that you're available for private parties, and it's like, people will just start contacting you. You don't even have to. So they have some system all set up for private parties, and they say it's a good market.
Yeah, also house concerts.
Yeah, those are coming back.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Now, I was talking to Jim, who's usually on this feed, and he was saying that his group, they're kind of a folksy, I don't know how to explain that group, but they're really vocal tight. And they went to, basically, it's a convention where in this hotel, you would have like 12 rooms on second floor, and in each room was a group, and then buyers for concerts would come and check out each group, and you'd play a tune, and isn't that cool? That kind of thing works. I guess it's pretty neat. That's the first I've ever heard of anything like that, but it could be pretty cool. I find the best way to get a gig is to create your own, and that's to go out and find a coffee house that has no music right now, or a wine bar, something low keyed, and ask if you can play. And have you ever thought about having music here? Yeah, well, I thought about it, but so. And then go in and do your own thing, and then work out a deal with the owner. Now, I have had friends that have done that and have consistently had gigs that kept repeating. Okay, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so there's some comments here. Let's see. Don says KC Jazz is still very strong. Lots of clubs and jams in Kansas City.
Nice.
Let's see. Guitar Vokes says playing 5 a week was true for rock bands also back in the 70s.
Absolutely.
Much more live music in general. David Bronson says live jazz almost impossible to find in Jacksonville, but easy to find in Salt Lake City. Probably the college connection out there. There is a lot of college activity there.
Absolutely.
In Salt Lake City. Let me turn that up a little bit. And then, let's see. Tom said, could it be connected to the dumbing down of society? Just asking. I mean, it's got to be, right? To an extent, because at least musically, like the popular music has been just severely dumbed down, and more people like it. So, let's see. Jim said he is here, by the way. Michael Murray says country clubs are a possibility, but also probably limited to 1 or 2 nights a month. Let's see. This create a gig works idea during the holidays. Let's see. A couple other people popped in too. Let's see. Brian F. Over in the UK. What's up, Brian? Good to see you. And then Brandon Gilbert down in High Point, North Carolina. So yeah, answer the question in the chat, and I'll read them off. And we want to hear what's going on in your city. Is there Is there a place to watch jazz?
My mic stopped working. Test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Yeah, something's wrong with that cord, but
Yeah.
that one's long, and we don't have time to cut that thing and put a new one in.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so
Let's see. Jim said the house concert scene is cool. It would be nice to have a house concert scene focused on jazz. Oh, this is annoying.
test. I wonder if it's the end. Okay.
I don't know. We don't have time to sit and just chat about it, but so let's
Okay.
do our best to not worry about it.
Okay. All right. Here we go. We're gonna put on. Okay, good. There you go. It's working now. Why don't we talk about what's new in the library? Woo! Okay, so we've had a lot of people sign up, and that's great. $19 a month or $199 for a year. So we dropped the price for the monthly in half. And we have a mobile app with it too, so don't forget about that. And I think you're adding a couple of the live classes that we did, right?
Yeah, they're going to be coming up probably in the next week or two. We've already got a couple of them in there. But yeah, they're coming. Rethinking Scales series and Rethinking Arpeggios series. So if you missed those live classes a while back, they'll be on the library for $19 a month.
Yeah, and there's like 600 things in there. If you can't find something to learn there, but it's mainly jazz stuff. So we have a limited audience, right? I mean, jazz. Here's rock. Here's jazz. But so we need everybody who likes jazz and bebop guitar and all that good stuff. That's the stuff I like. And so tell them about this localized pricing thing you got going on.
Okay. Hold on a second. Here, let me. Can you just tell them about it real quick?
I sure
While
can.
I'm working on these chords back here.
So
Awesome, thank you.
what this means is that people in a few other countries can now purchase this stuff with their own currency, like Brazil and Japan. And
Yeah, exactly.
the
So
Euro.
Great Britain, we got you can get your membership by using the pound, and then also the euro. So all the countries using the euro, you can now use your own currency. Brazil, the real, the Japanese yen, and then the Swedish krona. Even all you guys in Sweden. Is there anyone from Sweden on the chat? If you are, I
Yeah.
want to see if you log into the library. I want to see if you can actually pay with the krona. That'd be really.
Yeah,
I know we had a few. It was between Sweden. I can only do 5. So
Oh, really?
I
Yeah.
picked. It was Norway and Sweden, and AI told me that Sweden's jazz scene is a little bit better.
Oh, good enough. Even more than Mexico or whatever. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't ever hear about jazz coming out of Mexico. I mean, Brazil is only like Latin.
Yeah, that's some jazz there.
But yeah, it's just $19 a month now, guys. So if you've been buying one-off lessons, they're no longer available. So you got to get the monthly subscription. You can also pause your subscription. So if you know you're gonna be gone for a couple months, and you can just hit pause on the subscription. It's not gonna bill you until you unpause it. So that's a cool feature. And then also you can download lessons inside the app and use them without service. So if you're somewhere deep in the woods, up in Canada or something, and you wanted to
Yeah.
do guitar lessons up at your cabin, then you can download the ones you want and then have access to them with no cell service or Wi-Fi. So Yeah.
Awesome.
Pretty cool. Definitely.
Yeah. Um, let's see. Rich, do you remember in LA them doing jazz on Fridays, I believe? Arco Towers. I heard Herb Ellis there. I don't remember that. I don't think I was ever went there. But thanks, Clay, for that.
And Cameron says, how about your neighbors up north? He's in Canada. There was the option for Canada, but I was like, everyone up there is used to paying U.S. prices for stuff, at least more than people like overseas. So, and then AI also said a lot of people in Canada also have like PayPal and stuff, so they just use PayPal.
Right.
So that's why we didn't go with Canada. But I know there is a lot of jazz players in Canada. Definitely a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So that's that. Every week we seem to be making some progress on this library, getting it together, getting it a little bit better, a little more lessons. Like we had just uploaded Lullaby of Birdland, and I see Tom liked that lesson. That's good. So we're chugging along. We're chugging along, and I want to thank everybody who's chugging along with us. I think I can. Okay, so played a wonderful gig last night with this guy named Pat Kelly and Mike Dana, and we did a little trip. Oh, there we are. Wow. God, do I have a hunchback or what? Got any
There's
sound?
no tunes on it. I don't know. Just keep talking real quick.
Anyway, yeah. So in this case, we did a harmonized version of a tune, and so we had some fun stuff going on there. So it's just a trio, the three of us, and when we do that, one guy, we don't rehearse anything, we just one guy will start playing something.
There we go. Here, I could start it over here. Let me see.
Okay.
Here you go. This is the intro, and then I cut into some of your solos here after this. What song is that?
Well, I'm not going to tell you.
So anyway, yeah, you can keep talking.
Yeah, so there it is. The crowd, there was a lot of people there. They had really promoted this thing. And, it's like you want to say, hey, we're trying to play over here. Do you mind, be quiet? You can barely hear each other. Good gosh. But anyway, they're wonderful people. And, man, they sure like the tip. Good grief. But it was really fun. So we had a good time. And doing the trio thing like that is, like I said, fun. So there's that.
Yeah, here's Mike's solo. What guitar is that? Mike's. He's got a solo. Is that a?
No, that's it. That's his.
Oh, Eastman.
Eastman 146. I sold him that years ago.
But yeah, I had to put a lot of noise reduction on this clip because it was loud in there, like the background noise and the talking. Like you couldn't even hear the guitar.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
All right, here's Pat.
And Good.
So yeah. Anyway.
There it is.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, that was we did this about 5 years ago, so we haven't done it for a long time. I don't think we've done it since, because that was even before COVID, I believe. Yeah, so we hadn't done that, but we resurrected it for this one engagement, and it was the promotion of the jazz festival, the Jazz Guitar Festival that we got going on, and it was in conjunction with the SLO, or San Luis Obispo Jazz Festival. So it worked out pretty good. Then a friend of mine has a big band, and we were doing a tribute to or a memorial to one of our friends that passed away. And he had written some big band charts. So Boyd's big band has, by the way, got some stellar LA members playing. Now, here's what's funny. Boyd, the drummer, the keyboard player, Dave, the bass player, Mike, and myself all went to Northridge College back in 1971. So... you see the guy next to the horn player that is playing right now? That's anyway, he played with Elvis for a long, long time. Stellar player, man. He hits the high notes like you wouldn't believe.
Nice. So check out this video of this kid in a, like, what appears to be a college big band. But tell me if you remember a moment like this, right? You're in a big band, the song's going, and you know you have like a solo coming up, you know, like it's one little solo. The whole band's gonna cut out, and you got this solo.
You got it.
And here's what that would look like. Hand cramps up, palms sweaty. Remember messing it up in rehearsal. Checking volume.
Wow.
Got it. Yeah, here, watch, check it out again. Whoops. Here you go. One more time. Look at, he's so nervous. He's like, oh.
Oh yeah, that's he does a great job. Wow. Man, that's great.
Yeah. You ever had any moments like that? I'm sure.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that kid's great. That's good. Yeah, that's playing in a band like that is 75% fun and 90% terror when it comes time to solo and stuff. So, but you get over it after a while. Yeah, well, that was a fun video. Wow, that's funny.
And another Jazz Fest artist coming up to talk about here.
Yep. Craig Schmott. Craig has quite a history. He's a composer, producer, who early on toured with Ronnie Laws, Randy Crawford. Accomplished guitar player whose work has been noteworthy in smooth jazz charts and all, even on the Billboard charts. Multi-award-winning composer with an eclectic career writing for TV shows, movies, jingles. When Neil Anderson, founding father of the legendary gypsy jazz band Pearl Django, moved to Santa Barbara, he met Craig and joined Craig's Idiomatics band, who they're playing this weekend down in SLO. Craig's includes look at, he's got the Belfast Orchestra.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Look at. Let's listen to this.
Probably going to cut out here in a second.
Like right there?
Yep.
Okay. So he's played with Rick Braun and Peter White, David Foster. So he'll be doing and taking charge of the Gypsy Jazz portion of our jazz festival. You know, we had several requests. Everybody was saying, "Well, you gotta have some Gypsy Jazz stuff there." Okay, so Craig has been nice enough to join us, and I think it'll be really fun to have him there. So also, who we have coming is John Story, down in L.A. guitarist, Adam Levy with Nora Jones credits. You know, he did that first record with her. Wayne Goins from Kansas City, Wolf Marshall, San Diego. Pat Kelly's going to be joining us. His hand is healed. He couldn't make it. He was there last year, but he couldn't play. Larry Kuntz from Los Angeles will be there. That'll be fun. And Craig, like I said, Mike Dana, Brad Rebution, and Tim Lurch. And it's going to be a great lineup. So
go to jazzguitarfest.com to get tickets. They're on sale now. We're still working on getting vendors and all sorts of other stuff worked out. But it's at the same venue as last year, which is a beautiful spot in Buellton. Nice, big, nice Marriott. So yeah, get your tickets. Get on over to jazzguitarfest.com to grab your ticket there.
nothing is left. But coming in, Patrick, our friend who's been at the Jazz Fest, and he is really into the Samics and the lower end guitars. And he is bringing to us two of the Washburn J6s. Those are low-priced L5 copies, probably made by Samick. I don't know for sure, but he's going to bring us one solid top and one laminate, and we are going to feature those next week.
Look at the headstock on that thing.
I know, it's cool.
Yeah, it looks like a really nice guitar. I'm excited.
It's almost too much, isn't it? Yeah, Washburn's a big word, I guess.
Yeah, and that emblem in the middle is sweet.
Yeah.
It says Montgomery in there. Yeah, in case you're wondering, J6, they named it that because obviously L5, they went up one letter and went up one number to make J6. So it's definitely, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
J6.
Yeah, that's why it's called a J6.
Hmm.
So yeah, a lot of guys have been asking us to do a review on these Washburns for forever, and we're finally gonna get one. So thanks to Patrick, and yeah, again, a lot of you guys know Patrick. He had a whole slew of guitar stuff to give away or to sell at the Jazz Fest. Yeah, so he will be back there. Yeah. Well, I will, let's see, get into some, let's see, how about guitar news? All right, everybody seems to be talking about G&L Guitars. Of course, a lot of you know G&L is owned by Leo Fender. He created the brand after Fender was bought out. Gosh, I don't even know when that happened, but a long time ago. And so he started G&L, but G&L has always had kind of like a weird reputation, obviously known for making really great guitars, but it's like a medium-sized company. They don't do a lot of marketing. They don't have a huge warehouses. They're not pumping stuff out. So it's just has this weird kind of reputation. They're not always the easiest to find compared to obviously Fender or Gibson. But now there's rumors that the brand's closing, and possibly the rumor is that Fender is gonna buy them. That's just a rumor so far, so we don't know that. But there's a bunch of other stuff going on, including workers that are getting furloughed. So here's some people talking about it.
So clearly, most people think Fender is going to buy G&L.
So some of the things that we do know, because I've seen a few people say, like, I'm a dealer and this is what my representative told me, that I will get one more shipment of G&L guitars and that's it. From, I believe from Phil McKnight, a week or two ago, he said that G&L did do furloughs.
G&L has furloughed most, if not all, of their U.S. factory employees. So I found this Gear Page thread here, which is talking about it. And apparently this stems from their Facebook group, a discussion in their Facebook group. And I don't know if this is the original discussion or not, but here we have Tom saying, keep the faith. I'm a true believer in the vision of G&L. The phoenix will rise from the ashes. Now, we don't know exactly what's going on yet. This is all speculation. As far as I can tell, G&L hasn't announced anything, any kind of bankruptcy or closure. All we know is they have apparently furloughed those factory employees, which is not a good sign. Now, we don't necessarily know why. It's probably a combination of things. The tariffs, for sure, have to be having an impact on them like it is having on all of the guitar companies in the United States, whether they're big or small. But it's probably not just that. I mean, as long as I've been playing guitar, which is 20-something years at this point, G&L has always kind of been a hard company to sort of place in the market. I know they make great guitars, and I've always heard it said that in some ways a G&L is like more Fender than a Fender. Leo went on to use G&L as a way to develop his original designs from the 50s and 60s even further. And there's no doubt that G&L has that sort of as a cool factor. It's like a Fender, but not. It's a Fender, but different. And it's Leo's design. But I want to focus on this thing I saw on this Gear Page thread. It says, I can't vouch any of the details in this message, but I ran across the following long piece on Reddit, posted by a former employee today. Now, the alleged former employee says, please pardon my anonymity, as I'm still currently employed in this industry. In my opinion, G&L has always been on the cusp of great things, but has always been its own worst enemy. The McLarens, the people currently running G&L, have played a major role in the company's overall prosperity for better or worse. Phil McKnight has shared some great insights about G&L on his channel, and I think he's pretty much spot on. Here are a few topics I've seen discussed that I might be able to shed some light on. The Tribute series, which is their import series of guitars. While I was employed at the Fullerton factory, the Tribute series is what kept the doors open and the lights on. The profit margin on those instruments was far better than US-made models. They were the financial backbone of G&L during my time there. When a new container arrived near the end of the month, the final assembly department would often put US production on hold to QC the imports and get them shipped out to dealers. Tariffs. While the instruments are made in the USA, many components and materials are imported. Tuning machines, bridges, and more all come from overseas. Tariffs undoubtedly affect these costs. All other manufacturers face this too, so G&L is very unlikely to be immune. If the Tribute line still plays a major role in their bottom line and those instruments are impacted, it would be devastating. US production. While I was there, it was my understanding that once instruments were completed and inventoried, G&L received a loan or credit from a lender or financial institution for those guitars. This meant they didn't need to invoice a dealer or customer before receiving an advance for that inventory. This is actually more common in the industry than I realized. There were months when the warehouse was literally full of hundreds, yes, hundreds, of unsold US-made guitars, yet we were still pushed to continue producing more to make the end of the month numbers look good. I have no idea if this practice is still in place, but at the time it was very concerning to see. All in all, G&L has been plagued for decades by poor marketing, terrible upper management, and even worse financial decisions. I've known the McLarens for years, and trust me, they are not liked or respected in the industry. I can wholeheartedly say the company would do best to continue without them. I wish all the current employees the best, and hopefully the brand will continue in any way that honors Leo Fender's legacy. So assuming all this is true, I think that paints a pretty good picture of where G&L is currently at and how they got there as a company.
Yeah, so
Wow.
Pretty crazy about their U.S. guitars backed up in the factory, and then they just keep making more, so they get their paid by the lender for them.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah, sooner or later, that's gonna bite you in the butt for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then along on the heels of that, another guitar company is closing too. Hold on, let me bring it up real quick. And this is a kind of a bigger UK company. Um, this is JHS and Co. And they own all these companies here. They're kind of a big thing. But Dan Electro is, pretty big brand.
Right.
Vintage. They make a lot of guitars and stuff. So yeah, another company here is they're looking for a buyer, hoping to find a buyer and try to keep everything intact. But they're definitely going to be no more, and that's JHS. So
There you go, guys.
yeah, it kind of sucks.
Get
but,
together and buy yourself a company.
Yeah.
Why not? Wow. I can't imagine. Gail and I had our picture taken with George Fullerton once. That's the G of the L, G&L. Yeah, nice guy. But, guitars, good God, there's so much competition. There's so much. How do you compete with all this stuff? It's crazy. So I wish them luck. Good luck. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
And then there's some responses too from our question of the day here from Butch. He says, "I find this discussion of jazz declining interesting. Would it be beneficial to have a panel discussion on the topic?" Yeah, I mean, it would be super fun to hear, stories and stuff of how thriving it was 30 years ago, and now it's just kind of just dwindling. Let's see, we already read that one. Let's see. Butch also says, "I've had the privilege of hosting 2 house concerts with John Stoll. I enjoyed the experience, got to play with John, and I believe he walked away with more than fair compensation." Man,
Yeah.
that's sweet. There you go. Throw
In a
your own.
small setting, people are generous, boy, So, yeah.
Yeah, listen, for sure. Let's see. Justin says, Justin's down in LA. He says, "It feels like there's more stuff going on in LA. Peter Bernstein, Larry Goldings, Bill Charlap, and other players have played recently. Schofield is playing next week. Pat Metheny is around LA and SoCal. Let's see. David says, let's see. I was in Valley State back in '71. I was there
Wow.
too.
What a trip. So, David, were you a music major? That'd be interesting. Did you know, the band leader, Joe Leach? Test there. The band leader, Joe Leach, or Mitch Holder was there, Eddie Arkin. Anyway, I was just wondering if you were a music major back then.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't commented, please do. It'd be great. We want some more responses. I think that's about it.
The
So-
panel idea is a great idea, but what would even be better is what are some ideas to make it, to promote jazz.
Right, it would
you
have
know.
to be like a combo of the two, which
Yeah.
would be awesome too. We should.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see.
Gail says might be a good time to buy.
Let's see.
A
The
G&L
Skur Dog
star.
is here. That's Craig Sharmat. Hey, Craig. Good to see you, man. He said thanks for the little plug about the Jazz Guitar Fest in Bealton. Good to see you, Craig. Thanks for hopping on here. And then let's see. Laufey is getting credit. Lou Nordrum says Laufey is getting credited for a rebirth of jazz with the teenage audience. Laufey, Laufey. I don't know who that is. Let's see. Adrian says, "I've heard this forever. I grew up in a jazz musician family with some famous folks. They always talked about the fact that jazz was dying."
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Let's see. She does a few Chet Baker covers.
Nice.
And Ella's is a bossa nova jazz. I'm not sure what you're trying to ask there, Lou. I'll have to retype that in or something. Let's see. Clay says jazz, either too many in the audience or no one. Yeah.
Oh, so you were a music major 1 year, piano. Huh. Long time ago. Yeah, I quit after 2 months or so of going to that school. I bought our parking. I've told this story before. Bought up the parking pass, and I lived 30 miles away. Bought a parking pass. Go down there. You can't find a place to park in any of the parking spots. Gail and I are basically broke, living, and I'm trying to go to school, and no place to park. You park in the shopping center, and you get a ticket. And it's like, now you're late to class. It's like, geez, this isn't working. So I quit. Plus, you got to play classical guitar. Well, I didn't want to play classical guitar. Sorry. So, all right. Anyway, so much for that.
And Lou responded and said that Laufey is from Iceland, has a huge following.
She's got huge legs, big long ones.
Yeah, so we'll have to check her out.
Nice.
But that's cool. Definitely nice to see like younger people.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, that's good. Let's see. Shall we get into our special feature?
Yeah.
All right. Are you guys ready to play Name That Tune? Let's hear it. Are you ready? Okay. So here how this is going to work. I'm going to play a track, and I'm going to chord along with it maybe, and then maybe do some soloing. And you guys tell me what the name of this song is, just based off the chord progression. You should be able to hear it. Okay? We'll see how it goes. Are you ready for our first one, Wes?
Yep.
Okay, here it is.
All right, guys. Someone's got to know this by now. And you're just soloing right here?
Yeah, I'm not going to play the melody.
Right, okay. Just making sure people aren't. Dawn Spain says out of nowhere.
Nope.
Hey, Rolf is in here. How's it going, Rolf? We're playing Name That Tune, buddy. Oh, come on, guys. You know this.
Out of nowhere was a good guess.
There you go, Dawn. There's a clue.
This should.
Oh, that little move right there. Don just wants to take a shot of whiskey, so he's...
Let me name the chords. C, F minor, B flat. C, B flat minor, E flat. A flat. A minor, D, D minor, G, C, E flat, A flat, D flat. All right, now I'll play the head as it comes around again. Now, this is a beautiful tune, as you can tell. Let me go ahead and I'll play the melody now. Here it comes.
C touch 09, got it. It is...
What is it? There it is.
Charza Baba says, I already said Lady Bird. No, I didn't see it. You got to put it in the chat. I can't hear you. Yeah, and Dagab Music was like, I can sing it. I know the melody. I can sing the melody. And then he finally got it after.
Okay, that was Lady Bird, and I tell you what, on the library. Now, let's see. Now, who got it, Wes?
C Touch 9 was the first to put it in the chat. I think a lot of people kind of knew it.
Yeah, you got it. You can't just say it because we can't hear you.
Yeah, bird is a word. Yeah, so.
Okay, if you go to the library, if you want to grab this tablet, you can see here we have several things for Lady Bird. I've got solos, I've got the of course the melody and some solos. It's a great little tune for you to know. You got to know that, and it's a short form. You know, it's only a 16-bar song. So 16 bars repeated twice, and it's a great song to learn and to study and to teach other people.
All right.
So that was Lady Bird. Let's move on to our next one, shall we? Now you guys are going to get this. Now I'm not going to give you a clue.
All right, guys. Any guesses? Oh, Tom got it. Attaboy, Tom.
How High the Moon.
That was Tom that got it first. Nice work there, Tom.
Tom, go in there and get yourself an extra cookie.
And then David was right after. Dave popped in right after. And then Gordon. Nice work, guys. That was an easier one, though. So,
That was an easier one.
So let's see.
Let's go to the
let's
website a second.
Okay.
Check this out, okay? Mastering How High the Moon. Got a ton of lessons on that. Chord melody, comping lessons, soloing lessons, improv insights. And that's another tune that you really got to have under your thumb. And
That's a real fun tune, too, you know?
It
Seems like
is.
I don't know how to play it, but it seems like it would be a fun song to play.
well, it's got a lot of it goes G major for in the key G, G major, G minor, F major, F minor, E flat, G minor, G major. And then this turnaround, then it does it all again. G major, G minor, F major, F minor, E flat, G, and then turnaround. It's a little tricky because you can really get screwed up on that turnaround because it's so repetitive, and stuff. So, but that is a great little tune. And as you can tell, people like to play that damn thing fast, So even Les Paul and Mary Ford, it was pretty fast back then. So again, wonderful little tune. Look it up. Get it under your belt. Ready? Move on, Wes?
Yep.
All right, name that tune. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to play the chord progression to this particular song, and you tell me what it is. We have a winner.
All right. I still don't know who it is, though, because there's two tunes in there. Which one is it?
Hard Bop, 1955. Okay.
All right, Hard Bop. Yeah, 1955. Got it. Bernie's tune. And then Tom guessed Softly as a Morning Sunrise.
Well, both are minor keys, but close, but no cigar, Tom.
But now Tom says, okay, now I want to learn Bernie's tune. So, perfect. Perfect.
Well, let's take
All you got to do
is go over to the library and look at, here it is, Bernie's song. Now, there's a solo somewhere, too, to this, and some other things that you can learn on this song. And, yeah, you want to have this song. It's just fun as can be. It's just, and it's weird because it's in a minor key, and then it goes, so it's in D minor, let's say, and then it goes over to B flat, and it plays B flat rhythm changes. So it's like, what a weird tune. But Bernie's tune, bum ba dum, it's got words. Anyway, that's a that's a good little tune. So, Hard Bop, go out there and get yourself a cookie now. Okay?
Come on, Dawn. You still wet. Dawn said I ain't getting drunk yet. So Dawn, you got a couple more chances here. And I feel like you know this one.
You'll know this one, Dawn. You guys ready? Here, wait a minute. Let me do a lead up again. Okay. I'm gonna play for you just the chord changes, and I might play some improv over this song. And just by the chord changes, you should know the name of this tune. You ready? Here it comes. B flat, E flat, A flat, and then E flat minor. This is the giveaway. Uh-oh.
We got a winner. Oh, yeah. And guess who the winner was?
Who?
The winner is Ben, our worker. The guy who edits our videos. What's up, Ben? Good to see you, buddy.
That's
All
right.
right, ready for the reveal?
The reveal. In a mellow tone. In a mellow tone. guitar at the ending. Okay,
Yeah,
so
there you go.
Ben got that, huh?
Yeah, so Ben, you get a cookie, buddy. No, Ben is for you guys who obviously don't know, but Ben's in my recording arts class at Cuesta College. He's 24, 25, really good bass player, professional gigging bass player, subbing for Dylan Johnson.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he's a really good musician, and now he's helping us cut social media videos and stuff. So great job, Ben. Maybe you'll get a raise here soon. We'll see. We'll have to look into that.
Well, he just did. He got cookie.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting down to
So Ann said Ann 8614 said just play the melody first and then we can guess. We're gonna do that in a second. We're gonna try one of those.
yeah, you should know it by the chord progression. But we're gonna do some of that too. One last tune.
Ben's 22 actually, 22 years old, and
Wow.
he knew in a mellow tone. That's impressive.
You know, what is it? Rick Beato has a video about talking about most all of the artists, composers and stuff, did the majority of the work when they're around 30. I thought that was a very interesting thing. There are exceptions, of course. And by the way, I was just listening to the biography of Clint Eastwood, of all things, Clint has done tons of work since he's turned 74. Now he's 90-something, but man, he has since 74, he's contributed so much to his mound of work. It's crazy. All right. All right, let's play Name That Tune one last time.
Well, we got two more after this, but you're gonna play it differently after this.
Right. This is just the chord progressions to a song, and you should know this song just by the chord progression. Okay? So I'm going to play the chords. If nobody gets it right away, I'll shout out the chords, and then I'm going to play some improv over it. And if somebody guesses it, I'll play the melody. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Last chance to get a cookie or a shot of whiskey. Anybody get it?
Nope. All right. There is the correct answer in there.
Oh, yeah. Here's the giveaway right here. Night and day, huh? Here's the giveaway. Okay. There it is, Night and Day. That was an easy one, huh?
Yeah, a lot of people got that. Tom was the first one though. Tom, man, 2 out of 5. Good job. Hard Bop was right there too.
2 cookies.
That's Eddie. Eddie, good stuff. Don Spain said meditation. Don, man, you're gonna have a full bottle of whiskey for next week. Bill Murphy had it and said Night and Day. Yeah. Good job, guys. All right, now let's do.
Yeah.
Let's try it the other way.
Okay, now what I'm going to do is I am going. Oh, let's first take a look over here at in Night and Day over here. Look at all these lessons. Got chord melody, simple comping, Night and Day using melodic devices, an arpeggio study, and another arpeggio study. So it's a good tune to have under your belt, because believe me, it gets called. All right. Next we are going to do. I'm going to play. Now I'm going to just play the melody. I'm going to play just a few notes. And let's see if you can get it. You know, just like the game show, you know, where I can name that song in 2 notes. All right, I'm going to first give you 1 note. Drop my pen. And then I'll give you another. And then another. All right, here it goes. Ready? Anybody got it? You'll get it by this. Now you'll get it from this. Anybody? How about this?
Oh, come on. Somebody's got to know this. This is easy.
Okay, let me add some chords. That might... Yeah, somebody got it.
Yeah, Tom again, man. No, that wasn't Tom.
No.
That was Phil Ed 5371. Nice work on that, buddy.
Tom said chestnuts. Chestnuts is an octave.
Oh, and then same with Somewhere Over the Rainbow too, right? Yeah, because that was a...
Yeah. But this is a 6th. So... Okay, well, there was the Days of Wine and Roses, and somebody got it in 4 notes, right? 4 notes. That's pretty damn
yeah,
good.
Phil
Phil.
filed or Phil Ed. Yeah, I don't know.
Good job. Good job. Okay, let's play one more. Name that tune. Ready?
All right, one more. Here we go.
All right. Now,
Same situation.
same situation. I'm just going to start with a few notes, and we're going to go from there. Are you ready? Here we go. First note. Second note. Third note. I know. Tennessee Waltz. No, that's not it. Not the Tennessee Waltz. Let me add some chords.
Oh man.
Oh, Tom got it. Yeah, Gershwin, someone to watch over me. By the way, that song is on the live stream, on the library, excuse me. There's the fingerstyle tune of that, and also Days of Wine and Roses are there too. So if you want to learn those tunes with some nice changes, you know, it's sometimes learning a fingerstyle arrangement like this is really beneficial because you can see how, if you compare it to like the real book or just the lead sheet, what I've done or what people have done to spice up the song and change things around. So get a chance, check out that tune. So our winner was Tom again. What does that make? 3 out of 5?
Yeah, and he almost got 4 too. He was real close on that last one. So yeah, good stuff, Tom. Danielle
Wow.
said, I sometimes feel surprised when I have trouble naming songs that I play myself. That's interesting for sure.
I
Yeah.
get that. I get that, man. You know, it's like the older you get too, man. It's like right on the tip of your tongue, and it's like, what is that? It's like, geez. Oh well.
Right.
All right.
But
So,
yeah, that was fun.
did you like that, you guys? Please let us know.
Yeah, which one did you like better too? Did you like doing the chords? Did you like doing the notes? Give us some feedback, and we'll try to do it better next time. But good job. Yeah, that's fun. I wish I knew these tunes and I could play along. But
You do now. Why don't you learn some of this stuff?
Well, because I already know what tunes they are because I'm making graphics for them. So
No, I mean learn how to play them on the guitar.
I'm just gonna find someone else who's doing Name That Tune so I can participate as a viewer because it's so much fun. In the essence of time here, we're gonna get to this Gadget Gallery feature here. So
Yes.
Van Gogh is the company, and they have a bunch of different kinds of products for guitar players and musicians in general. But they're really focusing on the guitar market right now with this new pedal board, and there's a couple different sizes that you'll see in the video. But it's a really, really cool pedal board. You'll see it's made my life simpler from like the old traditional pedal boards to this one. So have a look.
Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about guitar pedal boards. So something like this, you see mine right here. I actually got one in the mail from a company called Van Gogh, and I haven't opened it yet. I kind of have an idea of what it looks like, but this is more of a traditional style, you know, with just a pedal board and a bunch of wires. This is supposed to provide some sort of solution to all the wiring and kind of just be an all-in-one thing. So anyway, we're gonna check it out, and yeah, we'll see if this thing is better than the old traditional kind of pedal boards. This is like your, you know, traditional pedal board. It's just that metal piece basically that you buy by itself. The power supply that you see there, which I'll turn it over in a second, but that's kind of all separate, and you know, it's kind of a mess of wiring. I have this power supply unit. You know, this one goes to the main supply. You know, there's a lot of wiring going on. It's kind of messy. And this is, I think, you know, what most, you know, guys who have a lot of effects are using in the pedal board world a little bit. But yeah, they Velcro on there. This is actually a vocal pedal right here, in case you're wondering. So anyway, yeah, so Velcro, and then you Velcro on to the underneath tube screamer. So I've actually never even taken this out of the box, the pedal from Van Gogh, so I'm not really exactly sure what we're dealing with here, but we're gonna explore it together. I can see already it comes in a cool case, so that's already cool. I do have a case for my other one, which I'll show you real quick, Gator case, but hey, this is extra, probably 40, 50 bucks. So pretty cool that it comes with the case. Let's see what we got in here. Right out of the gate, we got 2 long strips of Velcro. So that's in there for you. You don't have to buy the rolls, you know, which I happen to have right here. These are not cheap. So this will, again, cost you an extra 10, 15 bucks. So it's included with that. And you got all the cables, all the small cables. I'm not sure how many are here, but that's quite a lot. I have some extra ones in there. And these are not cheap either. I think a 3-pack of these or a 4-pack was about 15 bucks at my little local music store. Amazon probably a little cheaper, but this kind of stuff is cool because it all comes in there. So hey, you're paying one price and you're getting everything you need. Power supply. Let's see what this pedal board looks like. This thing is pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. I like it already. Very ergonomical. It feels pretty sturdy. Here's a better look. There's your in, and you got all these are power. Those are all 9 volt. There's a 12 volt and a 18 volt. So that's pretty cool. And then there's your guitar cord out. It does have angled feet here that you pop up here. So there's that one, and then there's another one on this side that you pop up. Here's kind of how much tilt you got on either side. It's pretty sweet. But I plugged it in, and it's kind of interesting. You can see that this thing is like lighting up as I talk. It has a built-in microphone in it, and this knob right here is how you adjust the how strong that signal is. So I have it all the way down here, but check 1 2 1 2, so it's going all the way in the red. And the reason for this is just to make sure that you know it's working. But also, when I plug in the guitar, the built-in mic is gonna shut off, and then the LEDs are gonna be my guitar signal. So you can kind of see how hard or loud you're playing based on this signal indicator right here. All right, I'm gonna lay down some of this Velcro. Just wanted to let you know, comes with 12 of these connectors, so let's connect. Okay, so I wasn't able to fit my tuner pedal on there, which is okay, because they actually sent me 2 of them. And so this other one I'm gonna use for my vocal pedal, a tuner, and anything else that I need. I kind of like to have my pedals separated, especially the vocal one. And some of the parts that I, sing on, I have to hit a button, and it's critical that I hit the right one. So it's actually going to be cool kind of having these, a little versatility between, like, here's all my guitar stuff, here's some vocal stuff and a tuner. So that's what I'm going to go with. What the design here, so you go from here into, you plug in here, out, in, but this is a little tricky to get into. So you can see it under here. It's kind of funky right there. So that design could use a little work right there. Same with on this side. So you go out here into an in that's under the board, and then you plug your cord in there, and then you go to the amp. So I'm going to do that right now. So I got everything plugged in. Everything works as advertised. It's cool. You can see it light up there. I like that. I think that's super cool. Let's see. So that's pretty even tone. I want to find. Okay, so that one needs to come up. But anyway, pretty cool. Little phaser, some chorus, little delay, and then my reverb. This is my tone right here. I really like how clean it is. I mean, it's just, look at the world of difference between that and that. So yeah, this is gonna be going up for sale. All right, let's talk about the final piece of the puzzle, and that's price. So this pedal board right here is $119 on vangoa.com. Which is a pretty good deal, I would say. I was exploring other pedal boards and stuff for a while before I bought this on Craigslist. I think I paid about $100 for this, 120 with the power supply. And then I had to buy some cords and stuff. So definitely a better deal. Obviously I can fit more pedals on this one than that one, but Vangoa has the larger model of this, and it's $139. And so you get, double the size. It's about, this long. I think it might not be as wide as this one. I'm not sure, but there are options. So I think this is a better way to go, although there are a couple little weird kind of flaws over here that could be designed a little better. Maybe I'm not doing it right either, so who knows. But I do like it, and I am going to be using this from here on out. So anyway, thanks Vangoa for sending this along, and go to their website. Check it out if you're interested in the pedal world. I know a lot of you guys aren't because you play jazz, but here you go. Great option.
Yeah, there you go. So there you go. If you need a pedal board, it's really clean, especially if you only have 2 or 3 pedals. Really easy way to have a clean setup.
I like
And,
those lights. Those LEDs are that showing the signal chain, the strength of the signal. I think that is really important. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that. I like it a lot.
Yeah. So anyway, there's a link in the description if you want to check out more. And yeah, it's good stuff. They also have all kinds of different accessories that are pretty good price. So
Yeah.
I think they do most of their business on Amazon.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. That. Yeah. I think that's a wonderful pedal board.
Jim said, Wes, great review. Have you read all those books? Yeah, I've read all those books in the background for sure. Of my personal library.
It's you know what it is? It's wallpaper. No, it's real books.
I'm actually glad that I have that because right in front of that is where I have my my studio setup kind of thing with my monitors. So that pushing the sound into all those books is actually really a lot better than pushing it into a wall because it's not going to bounce back as
Not going to reflect.
yeah, well, not as much. When it does reflect, it's going to reflect all different ways off the binds of those books.
Right, the binding cracks of the books.
So I'm actually, yeah, when I was looking around there, like, this library is actually really good placement.
Yeah, you got to do a whole studio in that. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, are we? Shall we get into?
Your chord lick.
Let's do that.
I know. I'll use the "May I help you" riff.
May I help you?
Yes, my good man.
That guy's so funny. All right, jazz chord lick. Here's the lick of the day. So I call them jazz chords. Remember, download the PDF so you can take a look at it, and that the link is in the description. A jazz chord lick. It's something that I like to play that is very helpful. You know, all right, when you have G7 to C, generally you react to whatever is happening there within the realm of what's going on around you. If it's a jazz thing, you know, you jump to a G7 or something. Don't go like this, by the way. If it's a jazz song, don't go. Don't do that. There's been some. Don't do that. But if it says G7 and you know it's an altered sound, start training yourself that you jump to some other things that are hipper. All right, now what I'm going to show you here is just a simple, well, nothing is simple, by the way. I say that, but nothing is simple, especially it's the first time you learn it. Here's the chord. Here's a go-to chord for G7. Now, there is not a G present at all. There is no G. I've got B flat, F, E flat, B. But what is the giveaway for this? The most important notes is the tritone there, right? You see that? This tritone wants to contract and turn in resolve. But now we're adding sharp 5 and sharp 9. So when I see G7, you could go to this. Now, here's a chord lick. I'm going to go play this for 2 beats, and then I'm going to play this for two beats. And here's its resolution. Now I play this stacked fourth like that. Most people in their right mind play it like that. So it's... Okay. Now, I'm going to play it as quarter notes, and I'm going to add a couple other chords. I'm going to go. And I'm going to just group. Instead of playing that, I'm going to play it just as one note. And then I'm going to play this chord. Again, here's my F, B, E flat, G. And I'm going to add this F. So now, and its resolution is to C. Okay. Now I'm going to play those 4 again, and I'm going to add 2 more after that. I'm going to come down here, and you see this chord here? It's the same chord down here, though. And its resolution is to let's say that chord, C major 9, or I like to just play a shell voicing of it. So now I have, and then now I'm going to add even one more. So I'm going to go play it all as 8th notes. This is measure 7. And then I like to put that, which I didn't notate, I like to put that G in the bass. So now I have, all right, so now I have a, if you will, a descending altered dominant lick. Any portion of that is going to work nice if I have a G7. Right? G7, I could. All right. Now, in measure 9, I have a descending longer lick. So we're going to add a couple things on top. And we're going to add, I think, something on the bottom. So it looks like this. Then you notice how okay. Now, each one of these have pairs to them, just like here's a pair here, where I have this is a pair. This is a pair. Okay, we'll call them pairings, okay? Now, we're going to ascend with these pairings now. So check this out. This is measure 11. I'm going to play it like this. Okay, that would make a nice intro, wouldn't it? Yeah, night and day would be the beginning. All right, now we're going to do on measure 13 now. This is a longer lick, so it's going to sound like this. Isn't that a nice lick? Let me do that again. Okay, so I just took that lick and I played each pairing moving up. So again, let's go to the tablet. This is a pair, this is a pairing. Okay, we'll call them pairings. All right, but now let's move down here. And this is a total ascending dominant lick. So I'm going to go like this. Oh, my mistake. You notice how that's an E flat chord? E flat dominant 7, right? Pretty cool, huh? Now let's make it even longer. So now we've got this. Now, you notice I've got it written out where I play the chords in a row, like, but it could just be with the one note. Whoops, I'm sorry. Played the wrong chord. Jeez. Oh, yeah. So it's like this. Okay, so any portion of those are going to work as long as it resolves. You just go. When I have a G7 moving to C. Now, to really learn this, you need to transpose it into a couple of different keys. You see G7 moving to C in 1,000,000 songs. You see F7 moving to B flat in 2,000,000 songs. You see them all the time, okay? So find your typical keys, your typical resolutions, and try to work this up so you can do it in multiple keys. Then try to plug it into a song when you're playing a song. Night and day. So there I have. I have an example of playing that to night and day. You get the idea? So as soon as that G7 hits, plug in one of these things and make it resolve. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. And that is our chord lick. Oh, but before we go, let's go to the tablet again because I want to show you this. 21 chord licks. You see that? I've got 21 chord licks already. By the way, this rental thing doesn't apply anymore. But try all this stuff. 21 chord licks there, and you're going to find out, wow, this is really fun. And so it gets you away from just playing block chords and playing more melodic sounds. Remember, block chords and playing strumming, that's rhythm playing. That's rhythm playing. This is comping. That's comping, where you're creating melody with your chords in your chord soloing or chord accompaniment.
Jim says, I see the G7 as D flat 9, the flat 5 substitution.
Very good. Good boy, Jim. That was good. Yeah, they're the same thing, right? They're pretty much the same thing. Remember, the bass player's probably playing a G of some sort, but he'll be probably using that D flat as he resolves. Something like that. So that D flat is going to be in there somewhere, I'm sure. So you want to try to practice plugging those things in. In this particular move, I mean, that's pretty easy, isn't it? So it's a matter of programming your brain to react to a chord symbol. So instead of when you see G7, you're not jumping to this. You're doing something a little hipper. That concludes our lesson for today.
I know. I'll use the may I help you riff.
May I help you?
Yes, my good man.
Sure. Okay, any comments about that or anything?
No, Danielle said, often seems most jazz tunes are played in C or one of the flat keys. Seems rare to find one in a sharp key.
Very true. Maybe G. It's all because of those damn horn players. Okay? Those darn horn players. It's them. So yeah, so you gotta know you got to be able to play it in those other keys.
David Cannon is here. Hey, David.
David, what's happening, man?
He changed his thing. It used to be DC, now it's DCJ way. What's going on, man? Good to see you.
Yeah, Dave was an accelerator student. I wonder how. And he bought a 775. Crazy guy. Matter of fact, I was thinking about you the other day. Oh, give me a call if you want, because he also has some rheumatoid problems, and I want to tell you what I've been doing lately, and it seems to have helped. Okay, you ready for pages from a book?
You cannot learn from books. Replace these pages with life lessons.
Now, if we could go to the here, this from this book here, Joe Pass chord solos. Again, we did this before. We got a lot of comments, and so I thought, well, let's do something else. Now, page 10, he starts into his blues, the way he plays a blues, and this is kind of a well, you'll hear it, and I think it'll open up some. It'll shed some light on some things that Joe does that I think are pretty cool, and you can take a few of these simple ideas and apply it to something else, some other tune. All right, so what he's doing is he's first starting off with a B flat 13. He's always going, and you know Joe, he's playing it with his fingers. And now, in order to get to the E flat 9, the second bar of the blues, he's going to E and he's going. And then resolving it to E flat 9. So he's got 2, 3. And then he's coming down here. I love this. Remember, the tritone is so important, right? And you see how he's doing half step. And then back to this a B flat diminished. And then down to B flat 7. So those two measures sound like this. 2, 3. 2, 3. Now he's on a B flat 7 again here, and he's going to go. And then the next measure he's going. I don't know how he's fingering that. So from measure 3, he's got. So let me play from the top. 2, 3. Now, I want to explain something. I've got an issue with my hand. I used to be able to play this chord, no sweat, you know. Can't really do that. So what I've been doing lately is this. I'll play minor and then like that. So I would play this song like this. 2, 3. So. Now again, I would go. All right, now we're on measure 5, and then he's going up here to this E flat 13. And now Joe plays these minor, let's see, wait a minute. I don't know why they have that listed as minor 9. There is no C in it. It's just a minor 7. Joe would play it like this, you know. I can't play it like that, so I play it like that. I just play it like it's like a B flat or a D flat 6/9. So measure 5 is, and then here's that E flat 13, and then 9, and then all right. So here's measure 4, or let's go. Let's go 4. And now he's going E flat, A flat 13, D flat 13. Where'd it go? All right, so measure 7. So it's 1 and 2, 3. Wait a minute. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. All right, so 5, 6, 7, and 8 sound like this. And now he's on a C13 flat 9, which looks like this. Dang. The old fingernail. That's measure 9. Measure 10. All right, let's go with measure 9. then C11, C minor 11. Actually, he's playing it more like down there, I guess, but play it here. And then, okay, and now, so measure 11, G on the turnaround, G7 flat 5. Now, I question where he's playing that. I think he's playing it down here. And then it ends right there. Measure 9, 10, 11, and 12 sound like this. 3, 4. Let me play the entire chorus now. You ready? Measures 1 through 12. Sounds like this. 3. 2. 1 more time with feeling. 3, 4. Okay, so Joe, that's how he's comping a blues progression, blues in B flat. And you can see all those cool little moves that Joe does, okay? And you can apply that in your own way to whatever you play. Now, I want you to take a quick look at this as we go on to here. You know, typically, people might play this like this. They might go B flat, then C minor, D minor, G7, and then to C or C minor, then to F. But here he's got C dominant, and then C minor to F. C dominant here, then C minor, F, as opposed to just C minor, and then F7. So that it's all cool to do that, and then it's resolution B flat, and he's, as you can see, he's just doing a typical turnaround, except this is dominant. So this particular you notice how he's going right around the cycle, and then that half step, he ends up a half step above the target note. So again, that's all right. So I think that's a valuable little lesson just right out of that first chorus of blues. Okay, if you can get that down, you end up getting a feel for playing like that, and it's a lot of fun. And it doesn't that sound? It sounds like it could be like a soundtrack for a bluesy movie, doesn't it? You know, just to be able to hear that sound. So somebody, it's dark at night. Somebody's depressed. He's walking the streets, looking for an open bar or something. His lady left him, and so there it is. Okay, that concludes our pages from a book.
You cannot learn from books. Replace these pages with life lessons.
All right, so Rolf over in Norway says, I'm off to the shed after this lesson to get it done. And then Gordon said, looks useful, can just about do the top line, so we'll work on adding the chords to it. Awesome.
Good. Yeah, take a look at the video because you can rewind this and slow it down and everything, and it makes life easier. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Thank you, Wes. Thank you, Gail. And thank you for all you guys showing up. If you don't show up, man, it's no fun for us. So thank you. And you know what this means. And you know what? I brought out these guitars. I was going to play them, and it didn't end up happening. X500 Heritage Eagle Classic, Heritage 575 on the website. Two beautiful guitars. Here it is.